Hey guys, welcome to Gear Up. I'm Emily.
And I'm Kristen.
And today we are here with Santina Bereman, Tyler Bereman's wife. But, you know, obviously she's got better hair, better ass, faster on a bike if she rode, better style, that's a fact.
I've been saying
And we're super stoked you're here.
I'm so
Yay,
excited to be
Tuna.
here, finally.
Woo-hoo.
We're excited to have you. We were actually trying to get you on one of our first episodes, but my girl's living. She was just in...
She was down under for about a month.
Yeah, so Australia for a month.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was amazing. Like, couldn't recommend it enough. Such a fun place to visit. We were touring with Freestyle Kings and like the best crew to like go out there with. We drove all across Australia, fed kangaroos, pet a koala, and then, you know, the boys did their thing, and I sat back and drank the beers, as I should.
Was he? So he did like a tour, like a show.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So it was like every Saturday of May, he had a show. So we were out there for the entire month. It was kind of brutal to be away from the dog that one.
Aww.
I was miserable. I was miserable. I got a tattoo of her while I was there.
I saw.
I had to.
I think you had us all crying too.
I had to. Oh, and my mom tattoo.
Yes.
My mom tattoo.
Tell them
So my mom passed away in 2020, and we cremated her. And so one thing we do is like Tyler and I will bring like our loved ones' ashes with us pretty much everywhere and find somewhere cool to like spread them. But I knew, and I actually got the inspiration from like my second mom, Barbie, who they all incorporated lion's ashes into their tattoos. So I was like, oh my God, I have to. My mom loved smiley faces. And I think now that she's passed, I think that's how she sends her little reminders to me, is like I just see like a smiley face pop up everywhere. And so I put her ashes in my tattoo.
That's so cool. Those are awesome.
Yeah, they're rad.
So let's take it back to where you and Tyler met, when you started dating.
Yeah. So Kenny Alexander from Fast House, the owner, his daughter reached out to me to be a promo girl for a Day in the Dirt. And at the time I was like a Hooters girl, and it was like $500 cash. And I was like, hell yeah. Like, she was like, just come out, just be cute, drink beers for the weekend, we'll pay for your stay. And I was like, well, I don't know. And then my ex at the time was like, oh, that's a really cool brand, Fast House. Like, you should do it. So I was like, okay, well, fuck it. I don't care. I'll do it. I'll try anything. I'll do anything for $500. So like, I've done a lot more for a lot less. So I was like, why not? And so I did Day in the Dirt. My ex at the time was like, you should do it. It's a really cool brand. And so I just kind of like sacked up and did it. And I was introduced to Tyler in passing. And I remember because I was introduced to his grandfather, who was like hooked up to his oxygen tank. And he was like firecracker of an old man, and which is Captain Ron. And then I was introduced to Tyler shortly after, at the time, I think he was recovering from his ankle exploding or something like that. And so he was on crutches, but he was also on like a motorized scooter. So like it was just in passing. And then the following year in April, again, I'm still working at Hooters at this time, and it was like the Burbank location, and like all these Hooters are kind of like closing down, and some of them have just gone to shit. So I was like at the worst location, and I was like, I need a new job. And Aubrey, which is Kenny's daughter, posted about an opening. So I was like, well, maybe I should just like go for like a full-time job. So then I, took the job, met Tyler again, I think just like him coming through the shop. And again, I'm dating someone at this time. He's also dating someone. And like, he would make these like little passes at me. And I'm like, like, I'm taken, buddy. Like, get away from me by like a fucking worm of a man. So I'm like not paying any attention to it. And then later that year, Tyler did a promo video for Day in the Dirt, where he like, did you guys see it? Where he like flips his like old Vangina. He takes it off the like stud rail and he like flips it with Ronnie Mack and stuff. And so we like worked on it together because I was the Vangina. We were working together because I was Kenny's assistant by that point too. And so
that was your job title,
right? Kenny's assistant, front desk, bitch. I don't know, whatever you want to call me. Cutie at the front. I think that's what Kenny would like it to be. And in the stunt, there's like a point where like they come up with like the Thanksgiving turkey, and it's like this raw fucking turkey. I picked up like this massive butterball, like from Walmart, like 18 pounds. And he like picks it up, and then we're done with the like scene. And then he's like, oh my God, like my hands are like so gross. And I was like, here, come here. And I just went like jokingly did it. And he was like, whoa. That was hot.
You're like the first hawk tuna
yeah,
girl.
literally hawk tuna. And so I was like, in my mind, like my humor is just like really crude and gross, and like I wasn't trying to be like, you know, anything by it, but I think he was like, wow, what a woman, right? Fuck yeah. He's like, wow, she really just did it. And so again, too, we're still with different people at this time, and it wasn't until I think that following year I had broken up with my ex finally, and I was like, I was just gonna take a minute, like take a beat, because I was just so broken from someone else's hand that I was like, I can't date anyone right now. And then he like, I think he like slipped into my DMs, and he's like, so when are you gonna let me take you on a date? And I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do it again. I'm ready to get hurt. So, and then, you know, I just kind of went into it with like, I think I just, I didn't grow up in moto, so I know nothing of this scene. I had no idea who Tyler was or what he did. I saw he was a Red Bull athlete. I didn't really think anything of it or understand like the impact he had on moto, which I think is a good thing, because I think he gets a big head too much anyway. So I was like not feeding the ego. It's like, well, you're just really nice to me. I think that's why I accepted the date. Like, you're cute and you're sweet. Like, let's do it. And we went on our first date, and like, I posted a TikTok about it. Yeah, I literally like filmed myself after my first date, because my best friends had seen me for like 6 years, just like so broken from someone that like I cared so much about, and they were like, "Oh my God, like we've never seen you this happy." And so it was cool to like. It was hard because I was like, you know, you go through all that like emotional damage and that part of like, oh, I don't deserve this. Like, this is too good to be true. And that's what I thought he was, because I was like, he's a moto dude. Like, how deep can his heart actually go? That was me just having like a tainted notion of what I thought moto dudes were, right. Which is not too foreign for a lot of them. But I was like, you know, it's just run with it, see what happens. And we kept it a secret for like the first 6 months, because I was like, man, I don't want to just be the fucking bop at the front desk.
There was rules that you couldn't fraternize. Is that what they call it, fraternize?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like I mean, it's like Fast House rules, so loose kind of program. Yeah. But I think I was more concerned on like, I just didn't want to build some sort of reputation about myself. Yeah. And I didn't want it to be like, oh,
she's only here
for the Red Bull athlete, you know? And I wanted to make sure like it was really something worth talking about and like letting people know. So we kept it a secret from Kenny for like a really long time. And like, he'd come in, he'd like stay at my house and then be right in at like 8 a.m. at Fast House, and Kenny's like, oh, did you drive up this morning? And he's like, yep.
I left at 4.
Yeah. Like, wow, you're here lying through his teeth. And so I was like, finally, I think it was like working Christmas Eve. And and like I said too, is Kenny and I grew so close throughout the entire day. Kenny and his wife Amber,
they're amazing.
They're amazing, and they took me in. Like, I was dealing with so much family stuff that they like, I could cry talking about it. They just took me in under their wing as like one of their own, and so that's why I would think I was so nervous to tell Kenny, because I was like, fuck, I'm like at the daughter level now where I don't want him to be like, not my baby girl, and not, you know, be like upset, like, oh, just be careful. And so on Christmas Eve, I think it was Christmas Eve or the day before, I'm working. And I finally, he like comes up to the desk. He's like, you can leave, you know? And I was like, I have to tell you something. He's like, what? And I was like, I'm dating someone. He's like, that's good. Like, that's good, kiddo. Like, who are you dating? And I was like, Tyler. And he's like, Tyler who? I'm like, Tyler Bereman. And he's like, my Tyler? And I was like, well, he's my Tyler now, actually. And he was so supportive, and he was just like, don't ever ask me to get in the middle of anything, because I won't ever pick a side. He's like, I love you both. And I'm like, so excited.
And we got the Tyler.
Totally. He loves Tyler. That's like his son. So
that's so cute.
It was a cool story. It's fun.
Yeah.
It'll be one to tell the kids one day.
Because you guys broke up for a while, correct?
We did, yeah. I think And looking back, this was how I knew to handle things coming from my last relationship. And I had stopped going to therapy, which I need therapy. I'm just kind of one of those people that needs it. And I was so used to like being like, all right, I'll just run away from this and not deal with it. And there was like, you know, in the moto world, Tyler and I have had this conversation, is like Tyler is required to have an ego in what he does, and not necessarily in a bad way, but you need an ego. You need to be cocky to do the things that he does. But you also need to know when to like shut it off. And I was like dealing with this like internal struggle where I have a tendency to like, when I love hard. I really put myself out there, and I'm going to do whatever I can for you whenever I can. And I want that in return. And I also didn't say that, which I was like, looking back, I should have been really clear of like, hey, I need you to like do this and reciprocate. But in my head, I was like, well, no, I can't. I'm just going to run away. And so I broke it off with him because I was like, you know, you're a little too selfish for me. And again, too, he's gotten to where he is in his life because he had to be selfish. Like, you have to do what's best for you and take care of yourself. And I had a hard time understanding that. And since then, we've done couples therapy. Like, we did it before getting married and all that stuff, because it's like, those are the tough conversations you have to have with your partner. It's like everything in between, the whole spectrum of it. Like, are you fucking left your shoes out again? Are you kidding me? To like, hey, you didn't ask me how my day was. It's everything in between. And so I had broken it off with him. And it was a tough breakup because he was like the first guy that I dated that I was like really, really seeing a future with. And so I was just like, damn, like another one bites the dust. And he was like little sad boy about it and stuff, and like being so dramatic. And I was like, oh my God, like shut up already. No, he was definitely devastated by it. And then we went to Mammoth, and he hadn't raced Mammoth in like a long ass time. Yeah. And we were broken up at the time, and like, you know, we hadn't seen each other, hadn't really talked, and we did eventually start talking and stuff, and like just keeping it like very casual. So I'm at the Fast House booth selling, and I see people are just starting to run back like down through like the main like little track area where all the vendors and stuff are. And I see a friend's, or one of the riders' dads, and then I see like Ashley. She like looks at me and she's like, I'm gonna tell you right now, like Tyler went down. And I was like, well, where is he? And she's like, and then all of a sudden, it's not funny, but like literally exact moment, a fucking golf cart starts like with him in the back of it. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like going in my head, and I'm like, oh my God, like, no, you just broke up with this guy. And then I'm like, no, but you really care about it. And so like I run over to the ambulance. He's like cross-eyed, like eyes rolling back in the back of the ambulance. And I'm like, oh my God. And like Kenny's standing there, he's like hugging me. So I leave the track, I go to the hospital, and I'm just sitting in the waiting room, and I'm like, I'm not even the girlfriend, and I'm with all of his friends, and I'm like, oh, I'm probably like the dickhead that like he told them about, you know? And like I felt guilty, but I was like, I just need to make sure he's okay. And Steve Shearer, Tyler's manager, like comes out of the room, and he's like, he wants you in there. And I think everyone was like, oh shit. Fuck, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll go in. And he's so fucked up, like on drugs and stuff. Like they're like medicating him, and I'm like bawling my eyes out. I've never seen him like, you know, it's hard, like someone that you cared about. And then I'm like, okay, I'm not supposed to care about you anymore. And I'm like looking at him, I'm like, no, I can't let this go. And I like call my sister, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I do really care about him. Like, this was it. Like, this is what I needed. And then we've been together ever since.
I mean, geez, Tyler, you didn't have to
it
almost
was
break
little
yourself
right
down
to get her back.
It was a little dramatic, but it worked. And you know, I love drama, so I'm like, you know what?
I'm here for
Good
it.
on you.
I remember asking you, like, I was like, what's up with you? And you're like, well, we broke up, but like, I just saw him getting hurt. It was like brought up all these new feelings and stuff.
Yeah. And it was so conflicting because I was so certain, like, I had made the right choice. And then I like see someone I love at like a near-death experience, and I'm like, oh, like you do want to be with him. And so, I started coming back down to visit him and stuff. He's all fucked up with like a cast.
What did he do? What was the injury that time?
He compounded his arm, like bone coming out, like just the grossest and the funniest cast, like a forever high
But he was
five.
like back at Mammoth because I remember him like talking to all the kids. Like I think I have a picture with him and Cash together.
Tyler's like so impressive with that because like amongst like many of his injuries, he's like the first to be like, I have to go back out there. And like, he's the first to be like, push it aside and like show face because like he understands like he has like a really positive effect on people. And that's like, even for me, I'm like, I get cramps and I'm like, don't fucking look at me. Let me go sit in my room by myself and like cry over a sad TikTok. And he's like, well, I got to do it for the kids. And I'm like, fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. I want to order DoorDash. Like, it's crazy. Like, he's so resilient and it like really is so inspiring to be
both
so
of you guys are both
Thank you.
super good with the kids. All the kids love you. Like Tyler takes the time to talk to every one of the writers.
He
like
does.
we just saw him at Two Stroke. He came up to my boys and like
he loves your boys. He loves your boy too.
But just so sweet.
He loves the kids.
And you as well are so good with all the kids.
I think they don't think I'm as impressive, but I think if
I think Smoothie thinks you're better.
I think if they saw me paint nails, they'd be like, oh wow, she's really talented. If they saw me on roller skates, they'd be like, yeah.
I tell Smoothie he can come to 2 podcasts, and you were one. And I'm like, I'm not bringing you. He's like, come on, let me go. I'm like, dude.
Listen, so at least I have some fans out there.
Yeah, you got a fan.
No, and we love the kids. Like they're like Tyler says it all the time. Like they are the future in this sport. He's like, I'm gonna be an old geezer. Like we need to make a positive impact now. And so he's really good at like working with the youth and stuff. He's just inspires everyone. Fucker.
So you guys got back together, and then I know you're married now, but how long have you guys been together overall?
I think we're coming up on 5 years now, actually. Yeah, because we started dating in 2020-ish. Yeah, so like coming up on 5 years.
And you got married, was that last year?
Last October, yeah. Wow. Haven't killed him yet, so he's doing good.
Babies.
Hopefully.
Oh, you guys
soon.
would be the best.
Not putting pressure on it, but
have fun, travel.
Just not being safe about it. It's crazy. You spend your whole life as a young woman like, don't get pregnant, don't get pregnant, don't get pregnant. Now I'm like, give it to me. Like, I want the fetus. Give it. It takes forever.
Like handstands.
No. Literally, I'm like hiking legs up behind me. I'm like, here we go. This thing's sticking. Gravitational pull. Get it in there.
Do you want lots of kids? Just a couple?
If I am from a really big family, so like if
how many siblings?
I have 5 siblings. Wow. I have a big ass fucking family. A lot of hand-me-downs. A lot of dinners at hometown buffet. Like I didn't get on a plane until I was in my 20s because like our vacations was like camping.
For
but
sure.
if I could have 5 kids, I totally would. But I just don't think it's financially sound. Yeah. Like I look at my parents and I'm like, I love my siblings, but I'm like, you guys are fucking reckless. That is far too many people in one house. It's busy, but it's fun. It was really fun. Maybe like 3 tops. Let's see how the first goes. And
you're going to have all boys and they're all going to be in moto.
Oh, God.
And they're going to be crazy like Tyler.
I need a girl. No. Well, I tell Tyler all the time, I'm like, our kids are not doing fucking moto. They're going to be golfers because that will pay out.
That's where the money's at.
That will pay out.
Yeah, moto.
Golf. Tyler did get hurt on a golf course, though, so nothing is safe.
Oh,
is that the one he jumped in? Yeah, like
that is like, I love that man. He's so accident prone. I'm like, Tyler, you're fucking golfing. And then he like sends me the video and then he puts Twitch on the phone and I'm like hysterical.
He like hit his head pretty bad.
He was like, I think like actually concussed, like smacked his head. And I'm like,
so
what
funny. You could hear it.
Literally,
it's like wet grass too.
That thing went viral.
What's wrong with you?
That's funny.
I think he had like multiple like Instagram accounts like, hey, is this your video? We'd love to repost. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, Tyler, they're going to find me. That's embarrassing. You can't even golf. He's just a little accident prone.
That's funny.
That's fine. He still does good. He does good. Yeah.
So let's talk about your nails. You do nails for fun, right?
I've just been having fun with it. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you guys have seen those Russian manicures. Like they're like really like in-depth manicures based on like cuticle prep and stuff. And I was getting them done by a girl out here and I loved them. And like I was justifying it by paying like, they're like expensive. So I was like, okay, if I only go once a month, then it's like it's fine. And then I did these.
Well,
like,
how much is what do you mean?
Girls, like $150, like
for-
per
for
manicure.
just a mani?
Just for like a gel manicure, like a hard gel manicure and stuff.
okay.
It's
What do
expensive.
you-
So I'm like, God damn.
Is it something special?
She wasn't even Russian. What? I was like, this is lies. So they're the best manicures. They get really close to your cuticle and they're so good. And I like got my bachelorette nails and I'm like, okay, I want like fun like designs. It was like a $200 manicure. And I was like, that's insane. So my girlfriend, Taylor, who's a cosmetologist, she had like all the nail stuff. And I was like, we should like start trying to do nails. Like just try it. And so like I did my first set. Every nail came off. I did my second set. Every nail came off. And then I like started kind of getting the hang of it. And then like, I've always been slightly like artistically inclined. Where like just a creative and like doing little things. It doesn't translate to like a canvas. Like if you ask me to paint something on a canvas, it's going to look like I did it with my foot. But if I do it like for some reason on a nail, I'm like, that makes sense to me. I can like measure it out. It's easy. And I just started doing them and it's just kind of like gone off from there. And it's fun to see like my progress.
Are they
advancing.
acrylic or gel?
Yeah, so it's just it's a structured gel manicure. So these are my nails, and then I just put
need
the
some.
hard gel.
I like
Like
it.
the
You guys
tap
have to
gel.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have to
Yeah,
come.
yeah. Well, you're
and then
close.
like,
Yeah.
you know, you go to like a chop stop and you get like the Temu version of like the nails you wanted. Like I had like a smiley face set that like, they looked like they were on fucking Molly, every single smile. And I was like, what is this? Like, and then you have to be like, thank you.
Yeah,
I
you just
love them.
dropped like over $100.
Yes, and I
that.
was like so disappointed. So I was like, okay, just learn how to do it. And it's also been fun too to like challenge myself to use my left hand because like
And it's all freehand. You're all
freehand,
doing
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You're
just
really
painting
good.
them all. I love doing it.
So you started doing that when
too.
you stopped working fast. Was that after you guys got married and when you moved back this
Yeah,
way?
so I moved down here in 22, I think, and then I was still at Fast House for a little bit.
You were
and
doing
then,
that commute.
Yeah, I was like work from home.
Yeah.
So I was doing the majority here. And my dad lives like 5 minutes from Fast House. So I would go up, go see him, make my rounds and stuff, check in, and then come back home. And then after that, I started working at KTM for about 6 months. And it was like, I loved it there. Like I loved my boss, Jamie. You guys have to have her on
Jamie,
here.
that's-
Yes.
Okay, that's her
She's
name.
the best.
Okay.
I met one of like my closest friends, Austin, who introduced me to his wife, like my girlfriend Diva. I love everyone there. But, you know, I was like working as an event specialist and I'm gone for like a week and a half. And then I come home and then Tyler's gone for 2 weeks. And it's like, I can't take all this time off to go be with him. And like, you know, you come home from work after a long day and then you have to cook dinner. Like it was just like all these different things. So I was being like housewife and then full-time events girl. And I was like, this is so ass. Like I miss my fucking fiance. I never see him. I hate being at the house by myself. And so we like had this long convo and I was like, okay, like maybe I'll quit. And he's like, yeah, like you should. And so I've just been like really tapping into like my stay-at-home wife thing and
Cooking
and
cooking.
nails.
I love
I
cooking.
see some of your cooking. I'm
Tyler
like,
is
dang.
well fed. He's Steven too, because Steven lives with us as manager. The boys are well fed constantly to the point where Tyler's now in a calorie deficit right now.
Oh, poor Tyler.
Too many beers in Australia. Me too, though. So we're gonna fix that.
And then what's
fix
next
that.
for you guys? Or he goes to
X Games at the end of this month in Salt Lake, and then
So no mammoth.
no Mammoth. Thank God. I love Mammoth, but
It's a lot.
it's a lot. It's a long 2 weeks to be up there. And that's how long I was going with Fast House. You're up there
Yeah.
for like 2 weeks. And I'm like,
Early
God
mornings.
damn.
You guys
Early
only would
mornings.
get like one day in between.
Yes.
here
And then
there.
it's like a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
And then Tyler's breaking himself
Yeah.
off on a fucking mountain. I'm like, you know what? Let's just not. So
Let's go
going
to X
Salt Lake.
Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
is
go do
that
X Games.
Is that the final or no?
Oh,
There was supposed to be another X Games in Sacramento later this year, but they canceled
Canceled.
it
That's
for
what I was-
reasons I don't know.
And then what is he competing in?
Best whip and quarter pipe
Does that scare you?
all the time. Not so much best whip. I think quarter pipe just because I'm like, ugh, like I don't understand gravity and that freaks me out. And you're like
And the
hurling
bikes are so
yourself.
heavy. How are
They're
they
so
in the
fucking
air?
heavy. And he's hurling himself off of like a ramp and going straight up. And I'm like, love that. You're doing great. He crushes it. He's absolutely amazing. And that's like, I have all trust in him. I've never doubted him. But like, you know, it's not even just him too when I'm watching any of them, because you become close friends with all of these people, all of these athletes, and you're like, I care about every single one of them, and you're like, get down from there right now. You're gonna be
Super
grounded.
stressful.
It's so stressful.
I liked your outfit you wore for in Australia.
Which one?
Were you doing
They
like
were all
the
really
card?
cute.
Yeah, the cute pants
one?
with the.
Were you like a card?
The
girl?
card you had.
Oh my
Yes.
god,
What
so
was that?
funny.
Yeah.
So Flipside's an energy drink that was like sponsoring the event, I think.
Flipside?
Flipside.
Oh, that's
And Megan, the fiance of Josh, who owns Freestyle Kings, we were like talking about like they all pull pranks on each other throughout the entire tour. And I was like, I don't know how we thought of it, but I was like, or like, yeah, Selena and I dress up, or she said it like as the Flipside girls, and she was like, wait, that's a really good idea. And I was like, oh fuck.
It was so cute.
And all these, you know, they're like
They didn't know?
promo girls, so they're like hot girls. So I'm like, oh, let me get in those fucking pants. Like, sweating my ass off, like apologizing to these poor girls. Like, sorry, I'm giving you a damp uniform. Like, so they had no idea. Absolutely no idea. And so Selena and I walk out there, and they're all lined up, and so we kind of have like the signs over our faces, and then we go stand behind them, and like then we watch them jump, and they send them back, and then we're standing up there with them above our head. I'm like right behind Tyler, and I just like whack them on the head with it, and they still don't realize
God.
like,
It's you?
that they're not paying attention, and all the guys are like cracking up. They're like, oh my god. And then finally I think Matta was like, turn around. And he was like, oh my god, you're here. I was like, yeah, but good on him for not looking at the girls, because I would have fucking
Oh, he was
killed him.
ignoring. I thought you were in the
He was
stands
trained.
with, like,
He
Hawkeye.
I didn't
knew.
even know there was women behind me.
Right?
Well played.
I liked
Well
your
played.
sneeze too.
Yes.
With the spray, that was the best shit
So
ever.
That was like the, what is it, hypochlorous acid. That's like a bacteria killer, and I had it for the plane ride, and I'm like spraying. It was so fucking
yeah,
funny.
you would act like you sneezed and like spray
Spray
the
it on
back
them.
of their
They
neck.
were, like Tyler was like,
You're
and I was like,
disgusting.
you always sneeze with your mouth open all the time. That was not just like, don't even try that.
It was so funny.
It was so good.
Wait, so speaking of girls, has there ever been, not like loyalty issues, but an issue where you just seen it like a groupie, just like not
Definitely.
respecting the situation?
Definitely. I mean, I've dealt with it like, you know, when you start picking up people's like energies and stuff, and there have been times where I may have inserted myself, where I felt someone was being off. And there's also just
As
been
you
times
should.
where I tell Tyler, I'm like, well,
You don't feel-
and it's not even just girls, it's like guys too, where I'm like, the energy's off with this one. Like, I don't know how I
Yeah.
feel about it. But that's just in life in general.
Right.
It's in every industry ever. But I haven't really, for the most part, I would say the community itself, like all of the wives really stick together. I know there's
Yeah.
probably beef here and there, but like, I would have any of these girls' backs if I needed
Right.
to. If they're like swing on her, I'm like, sure.
Hey, let's go.
I got a job. I ain't getting fired. Let's go. I think more people need it anyway. So.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's a really tight knit community. Everyone's pretty cool. I mean, again, there's probably different stuff, but like when it comes like to free riders and stuff, it's a smaller group. So you're really familiar
Or
with.
what about just like randoms at the show? Like in the
Not that I've seen it. I honestly would just fucking yank. I would start yanking here. That
sure.
wouldn't even be an issue. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean,
I would just
Yeah.
end it right then and there. No, I've literally, and it's funny because I've always like thought about like, what would I do if some chick just like walked up and I was like, I think I would literally just swing. Why
that would
not?
be
I
pretty-
would.
Why
too.
not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
why
sure.
not?
Don't touch my husband.
Yeah.
Don't touch me either. Whatever.
You never know.
You never know. Maybe she swings both ways.
For sure.
We don't know. But I've never seen it like firsthand. I've never seen like someone be like overly fucking weird with someone. I mean, I guess I've seen like people that I'm like, you seem off.
Yeah.
But never like.
It's mostly just they need attention usually.
Yeah, I think that's what it is usually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is.
and you're such a big personality that
Like you are such a
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, I was gonna say they're not even looking.
they're
at
not
her
even at your
anyway.
level.
Yeah.
Okay, so you worked at KTM. Now you're doing nails,
Doing
housewifing
nails,
it.
Housewifing.
Got a dog.
My baby.
Trying to get pregnant.
Trying to get a bun
Doing-
up in my oven.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of it. All of it.
And you roller skated for a while. I watched that journey.
I was doing that for a hot minute. I loved it. I don't know why. I have ADHD really bad, and so I'll like hyper fixate on something, and then I'm like, all done.
Yeah.
Bored. I spent like $400 on
Your
these
skates
like,
were sick.
bitchin' skates.
Yeah.
They're Moxies. I love them. And then I was like, those look good on the garage shelf. That's good. That's fine. Leave them there. So, but I've talked with a girlfriend. I really like skating with someone. Like I'm like an independent person, but like certain stuff, I'm like, come do it with me. And so we've talked about it. But once summer starts coming in, you're like, there's no way I'm going outside.
It's so hot.
AC, my fat ass on a floaty in the pool all day. Like nothing else.
What else do you like to do for you? Like work out?
I started working out again at Icon. My trainer, Charles, he's holding Tyler and I accountable. So that's been really good. I couldn't sit on the toilet yesterday, so that's how you know it's really working. But yeah, I just started working out again. Trying, I would say, I mean, when we're home, we cook a lot. Like when we're traveling, we don't. It's like hard to. Like you don't have energy for any of that. So I'm really just doing kind of like all the housewife stuff, which I like. It's fun because I'm able to like really tap into my like femininity. Because like from the ages of 18 till pretty much last year, I was taking care of myself. Like I started working at like 15, and I hadn't stopped since. So it was like that was a hard let go of like, okay, well, you can't trust a man to take care of you. And I was like raised, you know, by 2 working parents and also like some crazy Italian stubborn aunts who were like, don't depend on men and show your boob and like do whatever the fuck you want. So like quitting my job to be a stay-at-home wife, I was like, oh my God, like, is this okay? And they were all like, fuck yeah, like do it if you can. Like,
And you
why
love
not?
it,
And
right?
I love it. I love it. It. Like I said, I've been able to tap into like my femininity. It's like, I feel good being at home and like taking care of them. Like I'm a nurturer, I think. Like I like taking care of people. I'm Italian, so I love feeding people. I don't know how to cook for like 2. It's like for at least 10. So it's kind of nice. We get leftovers too.
What are some things people don't understand about you being married to Tyler?
To be honest, I don't think that. Well, one, I don't really give a shit. But
Best
2,
answer.
I think like you guys see Tyler and I together, we really match each other's
Yeah, you guys
energies.
vibe,
Like we're
for
both
sure.
kind of like ding dongs. I think I'm a little more like rounded where I'm like, okay, like more type A. He's like type B, but I don't like, it's like, I don't know, 2 like puzzle pieces that kind of just fit together.
Totally.
I guess people would probably be like, you don't know shit about dirt bikes. And I'm like, nope. And I still don't. I don't know anything about a dirt bike, but Tyler rides them and he's really good at it. That's what I know.
Okay, so what's sexier, freestyle tricks or loyalty?
Oh my God, loyalty. Give a fuck about a dirt bike.
Favorite track memory? Or freestyle track, whatever.
Probably, honestly, I would say that spit joke I made to Tyler, that's probably like my most favorite. Because it was just so.
Imagine if you never made that joke.
Right? Like I was like, imagine my crude humor never came out. And I was like, I've never held back before. Why would I do it now? And I just make a spit joke and now I'm married. Crazy. To him. Crazy.
Do you ever pray for bad weather so he doesn't have to ride?
No, because they like that shit.
I know.
They're like, oh my God, the dirt is so
Pray
good.
for the rain.
Yeah, babe.
Yeah.
Go for it. And then
Chocolate
I see
cake.
him like fucking hours later.
They're
I'm
all
like,
depressed when it's raining.
Yeah, and then or when it's like
No, but
too
then he has
hot.
to stay home and like hang out with you.
He
No.
only stays home when it's, I swear, like really hot.
Yeah.
That's the only time I get him
Or
home.
like windy, because they can't
Yeah.
do tricks in the wind, right?
He can't do tricks in the wind, but he'll do track days still too, or like he'll go on his like dual sport with the guys. That's when they love the rain. They're
Right.
like, oh my fucking God.
Some no days off.
Oh my God, Mother Earth really,
Yeah.
she's good. She's fucking good. And I'm like, yeah, totally.
Fuck. Let's see. Weirdest, what is something weird that he always has in his gear bag? Like the weirdest thing to you? Do you have anything like that? Like,
Nothing. He doesn't have anything like strange or weird. For a while he was zinning and he quit, but that's where his wedding ring was stored. And
Oh,
I
in
was
the
like,
Zen bag?
in the Zen. Well, I was collecting the Zen rewards for a long time, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a Dyson Airwrap, like keep using them. And then he quit, and I was like, well, fuck. Like, so I got some AirPods, but he would put his wedding ring in it. So I thought that was like, I was like, Tyler, that's not
Dude, I would throw that
a
shit
good
out on
spot
accident.
to put it.
Yeah.
You know, find somewhere else.
Dude, I have Zen things all over my house. It's so annoying.
The way I had to and Steve too, they both quit, but they would like fish them out. They're like sopping wet and gooey, and then stick them on my beautiful coffee table. And I'm like,
wait, what is it?
They're like the nicotine pouches.
Yeah, like my husband will take them out when he's gonna eat, and then he's just like chilling on the couch, and then they forget because they're dudes.
Yes, and then the next day you're like literally like prying it off with like a chisel and hammer. They're like stuck because all this spit.
It's like a little. It's like a piece of gum.
It's disgusting.
It's so gross.
So I'm glad that he quit that habit, but that was probably
weird.
The stranger thing that he did.
I'm gonna tell my husband that Tyler quit.
Yeah,
so
be like, don't be a bitch.
Yeah,
don't be a bitch.
Tell Kelly.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
What's worse, broken bones or broken promises?
That's hard because I have to deal with both of those. Because if Tyler breaks a bone, I'm nurse tuna for the next however long he's recovering. Broken promises though, probably because I'll set an expectation and I hate nobody likes getting disappointed. So I would say broken promises, but he's pretty good at keeping his promises.
Was he romantic?
He's so romantic. Really? Like our engagement, he planned the whole thing himself.
Wait, tell us the story.
It was so cute. Okay, no, it's actually really funny. So we're in Costa Rica, staying at his friend Troy's house and stuff, and it's so beautiful. And I had a hunch already because my family is like really loud Italian people. They don't shut their mouths. So my sister's like, why did Tyler message me? And I'm like, maybe to ask about a ring. And she was like, oh. And then my dad's like, before I leave for my trip, he's like, you really love this guy, right? And I'm like, yeah, Daddy. And he's like, and you can see a future with him. I was like, oh my God, shut the hell up, everyone. So we go on our trip. And we're in the ocean like all day. And we get back to the house and he's like, okay, I have a surprise for you. We're going horseback riding. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And then I'm like texting my girlfriends. I'm like, if I have to see Tyler get on this fucking horse right now, I'm going to have the ick so bad. And I was just like, that is just embarrassing. Like, watching him get on a fucking horse. I'm like, why is this making me sick? So we go through, we're getting ready. And he's like, do you want to shower? And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do a body shower. He's like, well, do you want to wash your hair? And I was like, no, you wash your own fucking hair. Right. My hair's fine. And I'm getting pissed because I'm like, how dare you ask me that? And so we get ready. I'm all fired up. We go on the horseback ride. We're like riding through like the forest. I'm getting like smacked with branches. Like it was really cool. We stop off to have a drink. The guy's like, oh, we're taking shots. And I was like, oh, I don't drink liquor. He'll take mine. So Tyler tosses back 2 shots back to back. Oh. I'm just drinking a beer. Then we get back on the horse and then we end up on this beach. And I see this just like out of a movie, like this gorgeous little table set up and there's like rugs and candles. And I'm like on my fucking pony, like, that's nice. Let's keep going. Like not thinking. He's like, okay, your stop's here. And I'm like, oh, he's proposing right fucking now. And I'm like, here it goes. And then he's like, okay, let's go eat. And I'm like, oh, maybe I read into that and it's not happening and I'm an idiot. So I go, we start eating and he's like being so fucking weird. He's like checking his phone. He's like fidgeting. And I was like, you need to chill out. And so then I started just drinking like fucking rosé. And I'm just like tossing about. I'm like, whatever, like keep going. And then all of a sudden I see him like going like this and he's like, get up. And I was like, what? He's like, stand up. And I was like, okay, sure. And he gets down on my knee and I just start bawling my eyes out. Like I don't remember. Oh, I wish someone filmed it because I don't remember anything he said. I literally blacked out of like excitement and maybe like too much rosé. I blacked out. I was so excited and I'm just like bawling my eyes out. And then, he just planned this freaking like, it was just so magical. And then we drove a car back, so I didn't have to watch him get back on the fucking horse.
You were like, thank God.
I was like, oh my God, I almost didn't say yes. That's crazy.
Why did he look goof?
So I just don't know why. Seeing him get on that horse, I was like, that is so embarrassing. Like, that is so lame. I was like, you get on dirt bike, you do tough thing. Horse, I was like, that's for the girls. That's for the girls. I was like, get off that fucking thing. So embarrassing.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
And like our pictures, like the photographer was like hiding and we have pictures of him like on the horse and I'm sending him in like the Freestyle Kings group chat, like just making fun of him because we're Megan was trying to get her fiance to ride a horse and I was like, don't. She'll never marry you if you do. Like, it's so
funny.
I don't know why that's like my ick, but that was just like I said
Tyler
yes.
and a
Obviously,
horse.
it wasn't too bad. Yeah.
And you got to go back in a car, so that was
There
a
you go.
plus.
Yeah, we had the car.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
2 words to describe you.
Compassionate, I think, and obnoxious. Probably a little bit.
Those are good.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
Hardest part about being a wife to a freestyle rider?
I'm just spill the beans, and Gabby, Axel's wife, can totally agree with me. I think everybody thinks like, whoa, these are like macho men, but they're just such prima donnas. They're so funny. Like, I look at what Tyler does and I'm like, God, like, he's a fucking man. And then some days I'm like, oh my God. Like, I just showed Barbie Lion's mom our closet, and I have like, I have some clothes and stuff. Tyler's closet is insane. Like, his collection of shoes and shirts, and I have to bring this shirt, and I have to iron out this shirt. Like, I think he's not as tough as we think he is.
Psych, this is a Tyler roast.
This is the roast of Tyler Bereman. I've been waiting to get this out.
Right?
He's the toughest guy ever on 2 wheels, but he's like such a little baby. But he's my baby, so it's okay.
This is great.
This is awesome.
Do you have any lucky charms or rituals you do before he rides?
He does. Tyler does a lot of like meditating, a lot of breath work and stuff. And you'll notice it, like, you can see it too before he goes out, before he like clicks into gear. He does this like you can literally physically see him. And then before he competes, I usually call up to my mom, Captain, and Lion, and my aunt. And I just ask them to like put hands over him and just make sure he's safe, because anything can happen. And if there's anyone that's going to protect him, it's all them for sure. So that's probably my ritual too. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Very sweet.
Do you watch it, or do you?
I always watch.
You
Yeah,
watch.
yeah.
Would you rather be there? Like, when he's
Yeah.
doing shows, when you're
Always.
not there, it's pretty.
I hate it. Yeah. And that was like a big thing. It's
Yeah.
like, when I was working, I was like, like if something happened, and stuff
Right.
has happened where I'm not there, where I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck. Like when I was living away from here in Fast House, and Tyler breaks his back riding with Axel, and I'm like driving like 3 hours just to get all the way down to him while he's at the hospital with friends and stuff. Like, it's the worst feeling. So me being able to be there is like such a blessing, and I'm so fortunate that we can do that.
I'm sure
like,
he feels better too, knowing that you're there.
Like, yeah, he has someone to cook for him too.
And clean, make sure, yeah.
He's like, oh my God, my shirts
Iron his
my
shirt.
shirts are pressed. Thank God she's here.
Oh, fuck.
Is there like a badass moment, maybe behind the scenes, that no one really knows about, or?
God, it's like hard to say because they're all such victories. I think one of my probably like favorite memories is, and I've told Tyler this story, and I it probably sounds bad, but I don't have a moto background, so I'm not involved in it. And I didn't understand why like Tyler really kind of only dedicated to like 2 comps and stuff. So it was like best whip and quarter pipe. And I was like, I'm at Imagination and I'm watching all that, and he's like fucking flying. So I'm impressed, but I was like, I'm watching like these people do backflips and like even just recently front flips, and I'm like, oh my God. And it wasn't until Vicky Golden, I'm like sitting there and she's like, that, like something along the lines of like, there's nobody who does it like him. And that's why he's gotten so far, is because he's gotten so good at it. And it literally took obviously another woman for me to believe it, because I was like, I can probably do that, like if I applied myself, right? But I'm like, and not to say I wasn't impressed with him, but I was like, like I see all the other stuff. I'm like, how come? I wonder why he does it. And I didn't want to be like, how come you don't fucking backflip?
Yeah.
But it was like, this is early on into our dating where I'm like, wondering. And it wasn't until Vicky was like, he's just has this way with it. He's so smooth with it. And like, he's just like so good at it that I was like, well, if it's good for Vicky, it's good for
Right?
me.
I'm
Have you
down.
seen her fucking biceps? Like, absolutely, I believe her.
Right?
Insane.
Because the Imagination, that's all him, right? He
Yeah,
does
it's
all
Tyler's
that with
Imagination.
Jason,
Yeah.
Dream Tracks.
Yep,
They do the
with
whole
Baker. Yep, the whole crew.
It's amazing.
It's insane. I hope it comes back, but it's literally like. So 2 of the clips, I've filmed 2 of his clips that have gone viral, which he like.
That
he'll try
one
to-
when
the
you
one with the-
jump.
Literally, yes. And you can hear me in the back like, because I was like, oh my God, I literally ran to the trailer to shit immediately after. I was like, oh,
it was
my,
huge.
I've never seen anything like that. And like, I didn't see the landing, but I heard everyone cheer. So I'm like,
He made it.
but I'm like, oh my God, he has fucking guts. Like he has fucking guts. Like it's insane. Because I get on roller skates and like maybe like not even a foot off the ground. And I'm like, whoa, careful there. I like turn around. I'm like, whoa there, girl. Like slow down. Well, and then I stub a toe and I'm out of commission. Like I said earlier, like I'm out for fucking weeks. I'm like, oh, my toe, man. And he's like, yeah, my bone came through the skin, but I really needed to go be there for the kids. And I'm like, you're a different kind of animal because it could never be me. It could never be me.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
Do you ever feel like you're living in Tyler's movie and not your own?
There was a time, and that was why I broke up with him. I was like, it's the Tyler show. I was like, I can't, like, this is fucking lame. Like, I'm way funnier.
Yeah, because you're so cool yourself.
And it took us a lot of time. I mean, every relationships has their like kinks to work out, but he's gotten so much better about making sure like I'm taken care of, and I'm honored to be his biggest fan, and like I get to see all of this and like be a part of this life. And there was a while where I was like, this is whack. Like you don't, like, you're being fucking dumb because, you know, boys are, God bless them, but they're dumb. You know, we love them, but they're all a little stupid in their own way. And I was like, this is lame.
What's something that people may assume of you, but could be farther from the truth?
I think they probably think I'm just kind of like, maybe just like the bitch that's just riding on the coattails of him. Like that's what I would assume. But I think people are, surprised once they get to know me. Then I'm funny, I'm goofy, like I'm very real with people. I'm very like open and honest. So I think that's like always like a pleasant surprise for people.
Yeah.
And I mean, you had Kenny Bell as your fucking flower girl.
No. Kenny Bell let me get married at his flower girl recital. Like he totally outshined me. Like I was like, I tell him all the time, like he'll talk to people about it. And he's like, I announced in front of like thousands of people. He was like, I was never more nervous than to do that. And I was like, well, how do you think I feel being the bride and people paid more attention to you at my own wedding? He crushed it.
Dude, the pigtails?
Crushed it. He is the best. We fucking love Kenny Bell.
Yeah.
Big Kenny Bell fan.
We did say that would be like the one dude we might have on here.
Didn't I say? I was like, dude, if I could get one dude on here, Kenny motherfucking Bell.
He's such a good
with
fucking
Carmen,
guy.
I mean.
Well, Carmen will steal the show. That's the only downside because she is the queen. She's the fucking queen.
The best.
She's the best.
Oh, that's great.
If you could think of one maybe toxic trait that you think you have.
One?
Yeah. Just one. No, let's leave the roasting for Tyler.
Okay. No, I have so many toxic traits. Probably, I think I could be a little fiery sometimes. So I'll be like quick to like shoot first, ask question later. And I think it like, I'm just like quick to be like, all right, fuck him. Like, and then I'm like, Tyler's like, no, like, you know, you got to give grace. And I'm like, whatever. So I think I'm a little bit of a firecracker sometimes, which I
don't think
just
that's
passionate.
toxic.
No, that's
passionate.
good. Yeah. That's actually good.
I'm probably
that's
also
really
a little
good.
fucking crazy too. That might be my toxic problem.
That's even better.
Some of those things we just got to keep on the DL.
Who gets more attention at the track, you or Tyler?
I think initially Tyler, because he has a Red Bull hat. I don't have one of those yet. Yet. There's nothing in the workings, but I'm just going to take one of his hats. I think initially him, but I think I can be pretty quick to steal this show.
For sure.
I'm pretty quick-witted, so people tend to like that and gravitate.
I agree.
Yeah.
You're way better.
Yeah, thank you. I've been saying this.
Was there ever a moment that made you question this lifestyle?
I think a lot of people can agree, or like wives or girlfriends, is like when your partner's injured, and I think it's not to say that he doesn't struggle with that too, of like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I putting my body through this? Like his crash at X Games last year, it was devastating because he had one of the toughest years of his life where like it was just injury upon injury, and it was so disappointing. And he's doing all this internal work, and we're working together, and we're in couples therapy, and we're trying to get married. And it's like hit after hit that you're like, should he get a desk job? Like, and then, but you kind of wash that away when you kind of realize, like, I don't know, there's a reason certain trials are put into your life. And we've been really good about navigating through that, of like, this needed to happen for some fucking reason. We might not know the reason now, and we might not ever figure it out, but there's a reason these things are happening. But I think in that moment, and I see him down on the ground, I'm like, why? Like, why are we doing this? Like, what's the point? But these moto guys, like,
they love it.
They love it.
It's fucking weird, right?
You
They're
can't
hurt,
tear
and
it
they're
from
like,
him.
how long?
You can't tear it from
when
him.
can I go
when
back?
can I ride again? And you can't tear it from
Tape
him.
it.
And I've never been that passionate about anything in my entire life. Like, and that's, I like absolutely admire Tyler for it. And all of these athletes where I'm like,
Yeah, even the kids. Think
y'all
about it.
are
Like our
fucking
kids, Kristen.
putting
I know.
your heart and soul in that. And I've never in my life been like, I'll do
crazy.
it.
But it's gonna happen. But sometimes I always think, as bad as it is in the moment, it could always be worse.
Exactly. And that was,
It's true.
it's that exact mindset that I think got him through, of like, okay, you may have crashed at X Games, but we were supposed to tour the Freestyle Kings last year, and he was riding for Lion last year, and like there was all this like, there's pressure, anticipation built, and he's like, why did this have to happen? And Barbie was like, Lion's mom was like, Lion, like there's a reason this happened, and he's saving you from something else worse. And you have to believe it, because it's like, otherwise you're just gonna fucking ruminate on this, like, why me? And how could this happen? And I don't know, there's tons of shitty things that happen in life that there's a reason for it. Don't know why, but it needs to happen.
For sure.
Especially in moto, you're like, oh, I broke my arm. You're like, okay, that's okay.
That's okay.
That's an okay
You didn't break
way.
your fucking head. Like, you're good.
Yes. Wait, what was the saying? Was it his grandpa or his dad? The no heart, no Pop-Tart?
That's Tyler's saying.
It is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was a friend that said it to him, or if he came up
He
with
says
it.
it
But
to all the kiddos.
he says it all the time. No heart, no Pop-Tart.
No heart, no Pop-Tart.
Take that however you want. But it's like, if you don't put your heart in it, you don't get the fucking treat at the end,
True.
And it's true. It really is true.
It's
crazy to watch.
You're like, okay, Tyler. I've
Yeah.
heard
Oh
this
my God.
before.
Tyler has all these things, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right. all
Okay,
right.
Pop-Tart.
Okay. Okay, sweetie pie. You're the best.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
No heart, no Pop-Tart. We want to thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We are definitely your fans.
Thank
Yes.
you.
I mean,
guys.
Tyler's
He's okay. No, we'll keep him at least until life insurance kicks in.
right, and you have a baby or two. Or
Yeah. We need to pass on the family name, so we'll keep him around a little bit longer. But thank you guys so much for
Thanks for
having
sitting
me
with us.
on.
That was so fun.
I had the best time.